Hey, if you like Quest Friends, and since you're listening to this, you probably do, did you know we have stuff now? We've got stickers, a t-shirt, and a poster for sale at questfriendspodcast.com/shop, but only until this Friday, October 19th. So if you want some of this limited edition merchandise, that is, again, questfriendspodcast.com/shop. Previously on Quest Friends, the Cookie Crew.
My messengers informed me yesterday that Chaladian has been seen at a seaside retreat near Pike's Head. She's there on vacation, is the official story. I think she's scouting out Anquan because she thinks Anquan is right for the taking, and I want to let her know it's not. I've drafted a peace treaty that we will hopefully get the Empress to sign.
Okay, I'm going to stuff it very carelessly into the
Well, look at this, girls! A fully loaded caravan guarded only by a few hapless travelers. Let's make their load lighter, huh? And together we're PB&J.
What's the closest port?
What's the next what?
What's the closest port?
The closest port is, ironically, Pike's Bay.
Pike's Head.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Hannelore is gonna just scream in anger after that ship. Everyone start packing up your shit, because we're in pursuit.
You have the treaty, because Madeline put it in the glove box, or rather Hannelore put it in the glove box, just crammed in there. And you have a box of Snapoas, the worst cookie agreed upon by everyone.
What do those cookies taste like, Callie?
Snapoas? They are like if someone took sherbet, removed all of the citrus, and then put it in a cookie. It's terrible.
Okay.
But some people like them because some people are bad.
A brick of flavorless cream.
Yes.
It's not even sweet. Is it still sour? Like,
it's not sour. It's just like.
Does it still like make that like pinch on the back of your cheeks feeling?
It's like.
You eat it? God, it sounds terrible.
It's like just tart without any of the fruit.
It's tart without any of the pleasure.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay, I've got a great idea.
It's difficult to work with.
Hit me up. What's up?
So, I bet people would pay a lot more for cookies if they thought they glowed.
How do we get them to think that they glow?
I'm a magician!
Fair.
What if I made them blue?
It's just that I've seen
What color are they already?
Like a light pale green.
light blue.
Like glowy blue. I don't know how long I could make it last, but bet they'd be really excited about it.
So the sale would have to be quick.
Yeah. As a reminder, you still need to get the non-aggression treaty signed as well. Like, cookies are just part of that deal.
Right. We're driving down there right now.
So, for the purposes of mechanics, if you sell the cookies, they will sign the thing.
Hannelore is driving. It's night. I assume it's nighttime. It's 3 a.m. The sun's kind of coming up.
Yeah, you had this, but you're not going back to bed after that. You're just up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm keyed up. I'm currently pounding a strong cup of black coffee that I have prepared I made it before we left. I just as I was destabilizing everything, I just slammed a pot into the embers of the fire, and then I've mixed you all a very sober and gritty cup of coffee.
Is there any way I could restore some might points because I had to...
Oh yeah, you can all heal.
You can sleep.
Now
I'm
you're
driving.
traveling, so you can all heal back up to your normal.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, great.
All right. The coffee are in covers, so you should be fine.
Also, you all get an XP after that fight.
Woo! So I've got 2 of those, right?
Correct. You have 2 XP, and everyone else has 1.
Cool.
I have 1.
I'm starting to sense that that XPs are something that you save as opposed to ripping someone out of a van.
So normally XP are saved to level up, but since this is a one-shot, you don't really need them for that.
Yeah.
And we recently decided to just level up at the end of our arcs. So we are allowed to use XP in Quest Friends to do cool things. I used it to do a parkour trick that should not have been humanly possible.
I'm so excited. So that means
I used it to create a distraction.
You did. It was excellent.
All right. So I have an idea of a plan that...
let's hear. For the record, Hannelore is playing John Prine, but it's on low, and her eyes are bugged. She's bent over the steering wheel. Okay. Speeding a little bit.
Like curled up against.
We can all be sitting in the bench of the front seat if you want.
Yeah.
There are seat belts for everyone.
Okay.
I'm cuddling. I don't know who with, but I'm cuddling.
You can cuddle with Araf. She will allow it.
Thanks.
Your feet can be in my lap. It's like when you're sleeping on the couch with mom and dad.
Yeah.
You tuckered yourself
Araf
out.
is absolutely calm and like quickly trying to calculate what we could possibly do to restore the situation. Because we're meeting with
Hannelore is muttering to herself.
we're hoping to meet with the Queen of Aquan, right?
No, you were sent by the Queen of Anquan.
Or no,
the Empress
sorry.
of
Yes.
Carathian Empire.
The Empress of the Empire.
The Empress of the Empire.
Okay. We were attacked by Aquan pirates, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So I recognize those as Aquan pirates. We can definitely openly attack them again to retrieve those cookies and Madeline. But in the meantime, actually, it being this late in the night might be a poor time to approach the Empress.
You'll get there at like a reasonable time in the morning that you could politely.
Wonderful. Okay, because I have no idea what travel time is.
We calculated it, and then I just threw it out the window and was like, I'm making it up.
Hannelore pops a part of the dashboard up, and it has a little. There's two things. There's
Like
a
GPS?
No, it's like a little. It's a little. Yes, it is. It's a little clock. It's a little compass.
Yeah.
And it's a little face.
Ooh.
This is one of my oddities. It's a circular stone
Yes.
plate with a human face that occasionally changes expressions or appears to speak.
Oh, wow.
This is the face of it's like a little insert that is the face of Red Mary, and she's very haughty and serious.
Creepy.
And currently, she's like. You can just imagine that, like, I'm gonna say it's like more of it's a face, but it's more of like a votive, so it's like chest up, and you can see that she has her pointer finger on her cheek, and her lips are pursed, and she is looking quite upset. And Hannelore taps
Understandable.
on the clock and says, should be maybe another, 3 or 4 hours. We'll get there. She can have her breakfast, and then we'll be there.
Wonderful. I propose that locate the Empress, and I begin to engage her with the contract and cookies, stalling for time while you two retrieve the cookies and Madeline.
So this is great. So do we split, Olivia? Do we split? Is splitting the party a thing?
Can we do that, or should we?
Like, I've just never done it in D&D.
Splitting the party is a thing that you can definitely do. And actually, if you want to do that plan, I will allow that plan.
Okay.
We'll take it
So
easy
we
on
can
you.
just add me into while you guys are fighting. I could be in the initiative as well, and just have my turn outside of.
Oh my god, that's so cinematic. That's perfect.
I'll let that happen for sure.
Oh, that's
For
so
sure.
tight. Oh, nice on the nose. On the
So
nose.
that's the only
Cassidy.
thing that's just throwing that out there. You guys
That's
think?
perfect.
All right.
That's a great visual for me. All right, so okay.
So I will do what I can with these cookies and this treaty, which I'm whipping out to start reading through to kind of prepare myself to persuade.
Olivia. Hannelore unlocks the glove box for you. There is a small explosion of napkins.
That's right.
But once that clears, the papers are right there. The important papers.
Right. And Arif's just going to kind of explain. She's like, I'm very well trained in these sorts of things, so I should be able to at least stall for time while you get the rest of the cookies. Given this treaty and the cookies, I will do my best. She is trained in pleasant social, well, not necessarily pleasant, but social interactions.
You're trained in social stuff.
Try not to
Yes.
I'm still driving. Try not to eat her brain if you can avoid it. It's not clear to me what you do as a job, but just
Eating brains never comes up, but we have met people who have eaten brains.
okay,
Yes.
good. That's a relief. Just keep it simple, I guess. Meanwhile, Ig and I is Ig asleep or is she awake?
She's somewhere in the middle. She's listening.
Dozing. Little one and I we'll go to find the ship. I didn't even catch. Did anybody catch what the name of the ship was? I guess
No.
it wouldn't have been written on the side necessarily. None of us caught that.
No, but you do know their gang name, which is PB&J.
PB&J.
That's right.
And
They were fairly ostentatious.
I bet it was named like Meadow or something because they were all flowers. Or
like Murderer's Meadow. Or
Murderers Meadow.
The Meadow Murderers.
We should get a boat and name it that.
something just terrible. Jonquil. How do you spell Jonquil? I want Hannelore wonders aloud.
Jon.
Also, what is a Jonquil?
Uil.
Uil. Okay.
Oh, Jonquils are pretty.
Hannelore, I do think is taking. So for as serious as Hannelore is about safety, she does have like a little notebook out on the steering wheel that she is like scribbling down like PB&J, Poppy, Susan, Jonquil. Specifically the cost damage to the van, which at this point is got to be at least like, I don't know what the conversion rate is, but it's the conversion rate of $1,000 today. So whatever that is in fancy future money.
Shins are the currency of the future.
Shins.
I'm going to say
lot
that's
of
like
shins.
700 shins. I don't know.
700
Sure,
shins.
700 shins.
Wow.
If I have to kick her shins 700 times, I will get my restitution. So that's what she's tabulating like all the things she's trying to remember. Okay, so there's 3 of them, there's 2 of us, me and the egg, and so as the first step's got to be like getting Madeline, right? I mean, she's a wheelie shoe person, like she's too good for a car, but she can help us fight incarcerating them.
She would be more useful in diplomacy than Cookies would be as well.
Okay, so I say, I mean, I guess the first step, should we just try to get Madeline and get in and out?
Yeah. I may also be able to send my duplicate with you. And I don't know, is that allowable? Because I can
I'm checking.
summon it within my sight range, but I don't know how far away it can be from me. Doesn't really say.
Let me open up your focus and see if this is it.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the map.
Because, yeah, if I am able to send the duplicate in, I would send her after the cookies.
I have like, I would have a basic map of Pike's Head, Aerith. So, Aerith,
Yeah. Pikes Bay.
Parks Bay, what, Pike's.
I also can't remember what the name is. It's a pipe thing.
The place.
It's, so you can like be looking at a map of the city and be figuring out where the docks are versus whatever.
Yes. Where she could, yeah. True.
The maps are kept in this little pocket sort of right between your legs. It's like a little pouch in the seat. They're all very neatly folded.
Oh.
Cassidy, you can cause a duplicate of yourself to appear at any point you can see within a short range.
Okay. And then after it appears, does it just exist wherever?
She's sitting in the back seat. She's not cuddling with us. She's got her hands quietly folded on her nude chest.
I had imagined her disappearing. The duplicate is around until they're killed or disappeared, but she also fell into the water, so I just assumed that would have caused the shadow to evaporate.
Yeah, probably. So it would cost me another 2 might to invoke it.
I'm gonna say that you can't send it along with them, because you don't know like where they're going or anything.
That's fair.
You'd have,
Mm-hmm. It seems like you have to be able to see your double.
Right.
Yeah, there's kind of I think they mentioned a telepathic link, but
you have a telepathic link, so you can communicate with it, but like,
yes,
it's too far.
Yeah,
it's
but
too
I wouldn't
dicey.
know what to tell it.
Like, you don't know Pike's Head.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was somewhere you knew really well, but not Pike's Head.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I could send my duplicate, but I don't believe it would be very useful without me being nearby. So instead, I will pass along my oddity, my other one. So there's my cloak that is actually billowing right now.
Oh, is this the scary one?
As we're
No,
inside
Emily
the-
has the scary one.
Emily's the scary one.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about that.
No, mine is actually just a bizarre thing. It's an unknown musical instrument that plays only soft, unpleasant sounds.
Exclusive. So like, what do y'all think it sounds
as
like?
I pull it out, it sounds kind of not like a screeching violin because it's still really soft and like an out of tune organ at the same time. So yeah, like a really quiet organ that's playing notes that are kind of dissonant, but then also like a violin in the background as well.
So I can be the violin part and you can be the organ part.
Yeah.
Perfect. Kyle, use that.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah. So as that sound kind of plays, I'm like, you could potentially use this as a distraction. If you find a use for it, let me know. I have yet
Cheers.
to...
This is chilling my bones.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna put it in my my Carhartt is like zipped all the way up now. I'm very serious, and I put the unpleasant instrument in my my breast pocket.
Oh boy. I guess I could lend my buzzer if someone would.
My only oddity. Oh, I have an oddity that you might like. I'm gonna have to give you instructions for you're gonna have to crawl back to grab it.
Oh jeez.
But safety is kind of out the window right now. Hannelore is very concerned. This is her one job. Queen Brackleberry was really nice about it. There is an indestructible glass rose, and it's very beautiful. And so you could offer it to the queen. I don't know if you want to do a gag, pretend to break it, but whatever. It's indestructible and it's pretty. So yeah, that's fine. I found it. I don't care about it.
No emotional connection.
I'd like to remind you all as well that you have ciphers. Ciphers you got from...
Oh yeah,
we have those ciphers.
You have ciphers that could do things for you. But one of them, for instance, was a psychic link.
So we can trade ciphers?
Yeah, you can trade ciphers if you want. You have all 9 of them. It's just you can only carry 3 at a time. Because ciphers are weird and they're scary. And if you gather too many in one location, they can kind of cause radiation and you're fine. You can safely hold 3.
Oh, well, since we're all cuddling.
I say we put them
We
all
can
in
leave the
middle.
rest in the van.
You're fine. Yeah. There are rules for danger rolls and stuff, but you don't have to worry about those.
Okay, so for the record, I have gravity spray, sound dampener, and a one-use sticking stick that just holds wherever.
That thing's awesome.
Can you use that to climb up on the boat?
It's only one use, but I don't see why not. Then the gravity spray, I don't know, we could just swim into the porthole and peek in. And sound dampener is super useful. I'll probably just put the sound dampener on my back. It'll be a wall of silence.
Sneak on. Yeah. You could also use the gravity to get Madeline and the cookies off.
Toda. That's very true.
It's an escape route. I have the living solvent, which is the terrifying thing that dissolves, which you could use to break in or sink the ship.
I do want to destroy the ship. They cut me deep.
And then I have a mental scrambler, which I don't remember what it does, and the time dilation, which slows things down and makes it easier to hit, I think. So, if that will help you in your endeavors, I would be happy to swap ciphers.
Sure. I'm gonna keep the sound dampener, and everything else of mine is up for grabs.
Okay. Ig, what do you have if you're still awake?
I have the see in the dark potion.
See in the dark potion.
The psychic communication device. And the frigid wall.
I don't think we really need the wall in this case.
You're all free to leave ciphers behind, too, if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Awesome. And I could hold on to the psychic link device so you could hold more ciphers, Egg.
That's a good idea.
If you would find use. I believe the time dilation one could go to somebody.
Yeah, totally. Time dilation would be good. I'm just writing down what all of us have.
Yeah.
The night vision, I think, would be useful because it's very dark in the holds of ships. So that's why pirates wear eye patches, so that one eye is always dilated and they just swap it out.
I don't think, is it though?
True story. You can look it up. I think so.
Oh.
It's true in that when it was told to me, it was told as if it were true.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what the expiration date on it is, but it was true when I heard it. You know what I mean? It could be just one of those things where it's like how T-Rexes can follow your vision. They don't need you to standing still doesn't make them blind. Maybe pirates don't actually do that.
Well, Google says that seems to be a thing, so.
All right, see, so we're learning.
This is the kind of thing Kyle edits out.
I'm still planning, so that's totally understandable.
So what does the time dilation do again?
That makes it so
Makes someone slower?
No, it makes you faster. Specifically, if you're wielding a weapon, it makes the weapon faster.
Okay.
So I have a question for
Era for Hannelore.
Or Olivia or Cassidy.
Hannah Lynn. For some reason, I always want to say Hannah Lynn, and I don't know why.
Because it rhymes with mandolin.
I don't think that's why, but that's a really good point. Well, so if we're going on a super awesome rescue mission, then I could be the distraction. And you could go, like, grab the cookies, grab Madeline.
Okay, I'm kind of meaty.
Yeah.
But I will have the sound dampener on, so I should be pretty sneaky.
If I give you the see in the dark, too.
How big is the crate? Can I carry it by myself?
Yeah.
I did. I loaded it in the van myself.
Madeline might be awake by the time you attempt to rescue.
Yeah. So, if it's all right, I'm gonna take the night vision, the sound dampener, and the living solvent because I'm gonna be sneaking around in the dark and just sprinkling it like Holy Communion water on their ship. and then when I find Madeline, I'm getting out of there. We've been driving for a little while now. I'm imagining the sun is coming up over Pike's Head.
Time has passed, for sure. Yes, you are now in Pike's Head.
Perfect.
It's Hallie again. Thanks to everyone for tuning in to the Cookie Crew, and thank you so much to everyone who joined our anniversary Q&A stream. We all had such a good time. It was so much fun. We were so happy people liked it, and we also want to congratulate the raffle winners again. So for those of you who weren't able to make it to the stream, we raffled off some cool swag like t-shirts and stickers and a poster, but that stuff is also available for sale on our website to continue celebrating our anniversary. I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode too, but since this is a limited run and sales close on Friday, October 19th, we want to make sure everyone who wants something can get it. So again, that is a t-shirt, a poster, and loads of amazing cute stickers we call beans, designed by our very own Emily. The link for that is questfriendspodcast.com/shop. Shipping is free on all purchases, and again, October 19th is the last day you can order, so if you do want something, move quick. The final episode, for now, of The Cookie Crew will air on October 29th, but the next episode of the main campaign will air on October 22nd, so I will see you then. So before you is the seaside retreat that is marked on the map that you still have for Madeline, at which the Empress resides. It is a stately mansion overlooking a steep cliff. The waves of the bay below smash and break against the cliffside, which is strange because the bay is normally very calm. In fact, this area is normally sunny and temperate, but right now it just looks thunderstorming. And then below, that's kind of high on a cliff. Think like the mansion in Clue, the ominously located mansion in Clue. But then if you were to follow the cliffside down, there's a little port town below it, which is Pike's Head. And that you can't see from afar, but it looks just like a normal port town.
So I'm guessing I'm probably going to drop you off at the entrance.
Entrance. I'm going to get in maybe a little bit of fancier garb.
Okay. All right. As we're cruising through the city, you can be in the back section. There's blinds if you want to have privacy.
Yeah, changing. Yes. That would be nice.
All right. I'm just gripping Ig's shoulder.
Just psyched up.
We're gonna be great.
Gonna mess him up, dude.
Yeah.
Show them what it means to mess with a woman's beautiful, perfect Westphalia Volkswagen van.
Oh boy.
All right, so I'm pulling up to the entrance. I turned the AC/DC down. That I have been hitherto just blasting through the streets of Pike's Head.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and I'm gonna slow down so you can get out and stop.
I have the rose, the treaty, and the cookies in tow. Well, my ciphers and stuff too, and my cape. And I'm assuming it's really windy out.
Yeah, because it's a cliff and there's a stormy.
Yeah, my cape isn't moving at all.
It's just stiff. It's just funny to imagine it like you're wearing it made of paper mache, so it's just stiff, not moving.
Yeah. Well, my hair is, going crazy, but
Yeah.
only billows when it's indoors.
Okay.
Okay, so do we want to start my thing now, or you want to do it at the same time?
We'll start your thing, because yours is gonna...
Yeah, we're driving.
So you're driving out of the town. The mansion, the front door is facing you.
I'll get through to the guards.
Yeah. So they're like two, like, sentries, but they seem pretty lax.
Yeah.
They're not, like, on their guard or anything. And you can see through, like, a first floor dining room window that there's another group, like, playing cards.
Mhm.
It's fine. It's lax.
Okay.
So are you just walking up?
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to approach the guards and be looking at them, not like, intimidatingly, but just like, I need to speak to you,
Okay. And at that, they'll, like, both stand up a little bit and collect themselves. And...
Yep, and I'll introduce myself.
Okay, go for it.
I am Araf Sindal of Akwan, and I have come to speak with the Empress on governmental policies.
They will look really confused about that, and then kind of look at each other, and then one of them will say, Betsy, they didn't cover this in training. And the other one will say, what do we do, Brenda? And then they're just going to look back and say, governmental matters?
Yes, I am here on the order of Queen Anastasia Brackleberry to discuss a particular treaty that we believe your Empress would be very interested in. I am with the,
Knights of Anquan.
well, no, the diplomacy thing, and Madeline.
She's from the Diplomacy and Foreign Relations Division.
Okay, I have come with Madeline Jeffrey James from the Diplomacy Division, and would like just a moment of the Empress's time. And I'm gonna kind of shuffle the things in my hands to make it seem like I have important things.
You're a fancy, busy lady.
Yes, I have things to offer.
At that, Betsy will look you and then kind of try to see if there's anyone behind you and say, you're with who?
The van is peeling off down the road.
She's away at the moment, Madeline Jeffrey James, and she will hopefully be joining me later. She had some other duties to attend to for the time being, but I would like to just have some brief introductions, at least, with Her Majesty.
While you've been speaking, Brenda has somehow procured like an employee guide and is like flipping through.
Is it laminated?
Yes. And just will go, I guess we'd better call her. And then Betsy will go, yeah, all right. And then she'll lead you into like the mansion, and she'll lead you into like a receiving room. That's kind of like the one Anastasia had, but this isn't like in a palace. It's just a room to the side that...
Mm-hmm.
So things happen pretty quickly. From behind the door, you hear like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm sorry. She wants to see the Empress. And then you hear a stern voice say, what do you mean she wants to see? The Empress is busy. One does not just come to see the Empress. And Betsy will be like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. But I didn't know what else to do. So I came to find you. And the stern voice will say, I'll deal with you later. And then a woman will enter the room. She has a very tight bun on her head, and she is wearing a very dark violet robe with like puffy sleeves, and she has a cat that's just like wandering around her feet.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to enter, and she will say, you are in the presence of Lady Marguerite Verebois, Supreme Chancellor of the Parathian Empire.
What was that name again, so I can jot that down?
Lady Marguerite Verebois. Verebois. Verrebois.
Wow.
Okay. Araf is going to go into a deep bow and say, it is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, lady. I am Araf Zindal of the Knights of Akwan, here on a mission of diplomacy with Her Empress. I suppose we could discuss those matters first, in order for you to verify their truth before discussing with the Empress herself.
Alright. She will look you up and down, and...
My cape is billowing now.
Yes, it's weird.
No, gently, because, I want to look intimidating without actually scaring them.
And she will respond to you with, whatever matters Queen Anastasia sees fit to interrupt Empress Shaladian III's official vacation for are something I have very little time or patience to deal with. You see, the Empress is here on a well-earned respite, and I have very little respect for someone impertinent enough to interfere with her personal matters in such a bothersome fashion.
Oh, geez, I don't like this lady.
You shouldn't. She's terrible.
Great.
Don't say it out loud.
Okay, can I pull off one of my experience to...
Totally.
Okay, I will take the rose out first.
Okay.
And use this to kind of,
Okay.
twiddle it between my thumbs, and I believe the gifts we have to offer Her Majesty are of interest, as well as our governmental offers. And just kind of twirl the rose and leave it a little vague, but hopefully convince her that this is something she really wants to hear.
Okay, do you want to roll to make that sound enticing?
Oh, absolutely, I can do that. Let me get my rainbow dice.
Get your rainbow dice.
Don't let me down. 16.
16, okay. She will kind of do that, like, head tilt that haughty people do when you've said something that catches their attention.
But they try not to act interested.
Exactly, but you can see through that. You're good at this. In addition, the way that you're doing the rose is making the light glint off of it a little bit, and her cat is now very interested in it. So the cat's gonna, like, jump up on a chair and then just sit there staring at it.
You charmed the
Perfect.
cat. Our job's half done.
Lady Verbois will say, if you would be so kind as to tell me what those matters are, I will determine whether they're important enough to bother the Empress with.
All right, we can discuss these things briefly, and at your leisure. We don't have to necessarily do this discussion now. As I said, I am waiting on an acquaintance to come help with these matters. She's more knowledgeable than I, but I believe in being prompt, and decided to get the ball rolling, as it were. So, if we could discuss this now, or at a later time, it would be my pleasure.
Who was your acquaintance?
Oh dear. It's Madeline Jefferson
Madeline James.
Yes, Madeline Jeffer James of the Diplomacy and...
Diplomacy and Foreign Relations Division of the Knights of Anquan.
Madeline Jeffer James of the Diplomacy and Foreign Relations Division is the one we will be meeting with as well.
Why isn't she here?
She had other duties to attend to. I did not pry. That would be impolite. But I expect her to arrive before lunch.
So not only have you bothered the Empress on vacation, but you haven't even brought the source of your negotiation with?
Oh no, I have it right here with me. She entrusted it with a group of us, and rightfully so. But there are some other duties that they must attend to beforehand. Again, just leave it vague.
I just imagine that Ig is the connection, so Hannelore is whispering into Ig's ear, try to get us an appointment.
So the psychic communique cipher only lets you send a message of 10 words. You gotta use that, like, once in dire... It's not like a permanent psychic communication.
Get an appointment. Oh, so it's not like 10 words in total. Yeah. Okay, fine, sorry, never mind.
Yeah, sorry. Lady Margaret will say...
I'm going to twirl the rose a little bit more, too.
Well, they can hardly be important if the rest of your party aren't even here.
She's so difficult.
She sure is. And with that, we'll make a cut to the other two, driving down to the port. You'll get some time to think about it.
Yes, I got to think about this.
So... for the most part, the Red Mary has like a chugging diesel kind of engine, you know?
Yeah.
But she has turned it into stealth mode, so it just sounds like a Prius. So it's just like whispering down the street.
Okay.
We are cruising. Okay, I'm gonna park next to the docks.
Okay.
But like 1 block away, to hide the Red Mary, and then we're gonna get out and start sneaking around, like playing it casual, see if we see the boat.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, you are sneaking through the port town. It's just like a normal port town. It's like reasonably busy. Pike's Head is also a fishing village. There are a lot of fishermen fishing along the docks. Pike's Head is cool too because about 300 feet off the shore, there's this massive thing that juts out of the water. People call it the Beast. In some ways, it resembles a structure. It's clearly made of organic material with chitinous plates and leathery flesh, but it never moves and it shows no sign of life.
Oh.
It's just kind of there. It's creepy. Some people are afraid of it. Some people swear that like the fishing is better around it. So there are some brave fishing boats anchored around the Beast. So as you're looking at the Beast, there's a single fishing boat that's coming from where the Beast is located. And we'll just say that like you're looking out for the ship, you're following this moving thing, and it moves directly past a pirate ship that you recognize that has a giant char hole on it.
I did that!
The ship is still floating.
Hannelore raises her hand for a fist bump.
Nice.
Clunk.
I've got a fist bump.
It is moored in the dock. There's no sign of activity on it.
Okay, so Ig, do you think are you going to disguise yourself? Are you going to try to get everyone in the area, or are you going to try to get their boat specifically? What do you think you're going to do?
Oh, I was just gonna go up on the boat and then fly and make things glow and go on fire and maybe go really fast and just use every single thing in my entire pockets.
All at once. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, because you can do the part that matters, because sometimes I mess that kind of stuff up, but...
Okay, so there's the one gang. Okay, so we're cruising. We're walking casually by PB&J's ship. What is the name of their ship, by the way?
Their ship's name is the Sandbar.
Sandwich. Okay. All right. So, all right, I'm ready. Okay, so I assume they are tied to the dock. There's a gangplank down.
Yeah.
Is there only one way onto the ship?
Yes, it is the gangplank. The gangplank is down.
I am really good at climbing. I'm going to try to climb.
You can just get up. It's a gangplank.
No, I know, but while she's going up the gangplank, I'm going to sneak.
Oh, you want to climb onto the ship, like, secretly? Okay, I'll say there's, like, you know those, like, circular windows?
The portholes.
That are, like, the portholes.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can shimmy through a porthole.
Okay, I'm ready to shimmy.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to kind of keep walking and let kind of drop Ig off at the gangplank, and I'm going to keep walking.
Okay.
So I feel like these are going to be two very separate scenes. Maybe that's just me, but...
We'll see what happens. Now we are divided into 3 separate parties.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a movie, though. It's like we've divided into 3 scenes. No, we got this. Hallie,
Jesus.
I've never been more confident in you.
This is my first GMing experience. I mean,
I've never had to deal with a split party.
Let's split the party again.
But we're going to be so patient. It's great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're going to kill it. So once...
I'm going to do you first. You're in the hold.
I'm going to wait until, like, the noise starts.
Oh, until she does her thing? Okay, well then we'll do...
Yeah. So I activate my... as I'm walking away, I activate...
the sound
dampener, which I have strapped to my chest for some reason in my imagination.
Okay. So,
I'm excited for this.
I don't see how it could possibly go wrong.
let me see if I can use the majority of my abilities in one go for one introduction.
Leave it all on the dance floor.
So
you can stretch it out because I do need to explore the ship. Like, you're going to want to keep their focus for as long as you can.
Yeah. So the anti-gravity spray. Yeah. I want to start by using Shroud of Flame and activating that.
Okay, you can just do that.
That lasts for 10 minutes. And then I would like to go ahead and use the time cipher.
The time thing? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then, do I roll for that?
I'm double checking. But this one lasts for 28 hours. So it will feasibly last the rest of this adventure. And it's like a little crystal thing that you can attach to a melee weapon so that you're only fast when you're like actively using the weapon. So are you going to put it on your conductor's baton?
Yes. And because I am fully embracing the haphazard nature of this character now, I'm activating my cipher. And I'm going to put it onto my wand. But I probably have something to stick things together, right? In my explorer's pack.
It has an attachment. It has an attachment that you can fix to your weapon.
Oh, this is separate. I would like to attach the other cipher to it.
Gravity spray?
Yes, the gravity spray. So that I can swing it around.
And launch all the women into the air?
The gravity spray... The gravity spray has to be a non-living object.
Okay.
That is smaller than a human. So do you want to use it on your wand? Because you can, but like you have to.
I was gonna stick it so that I could run around really fast and spray a bunch of things.
How much spray is there? Is it like you can just keep spraying things, or do you have to have a specific target?
One specific target.
Yeah, one target, so I can't spray a bunch of little things.
You can't spray a bunch of little things. You could spray, if you wanted to spray, like, there are, like, boxes and crates on the dock, because it's a dock. So I would rule that, like, you could do maybe up to, like, 3 small boxes, or, like, 1 really big crate.
I want to spray the loose ends of ropes.
Oh!
The ropes that are attaching the boat to the dock?
Whatever ropes will cause damage. I don't think I want to get them away from the dock. I think I want to use the ones, like, on the sails.
Oh, you want to, like, detach the sails from... You can do that.
Everything but the ones attaching it to the dock.
You can, well, you have to get onto the boat to spray those because they're on the boat.
Yeah.
So are you just going up the gangplank? No one is there. So you can go up the gangplank if you want.
Okay, I'm on fire. I've activated my time cipher. I'm gonna go on the deck and I'm gonna start spraying the ends of ropes.
Okay, so while you're on the deck, on fire, spraying the ends of ropes.
Because I would like to clarify that I'm not doing this because I think it'll cause a lot of damage. I'm just imagining the ropes going like that.
No, it's hilarious. I love it. You're just trashing their boat.
Yeah.
Like little snakes floating around.
While you're on the boat doing your thing, you'll hear like a shop across the way, the bell ding. Like someone's coming out the door, and then you will hear a familiar voice say, "Why does it cost so much? It's just a small burn." And then a different voice will say, "Poppy, it's pretty significant. Like, we have to get it fixed. We can't just go around with a burn mark on our ship." And then a third voice will pop in. "I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. Like, it adds an edge. You know, like our ship is called the Sandbar. It's not that exciting. We're called PB and J. I think it adds some metal." And then they'll just like stop.
I think it does too.
And Foreign Relations Division. Okay.
You can just say it.
My acquaintance is Madeline Jefferson.
Madeline Jefferson.
My acquaintance is Madeline Jefferson James. Jeez Louise.
You got this, dude.
Character's a lot more composed than I am.